Think and Grow Rich, Chapter 6. Today I'm excited to take you on a journey through Chapter 6 of one of the most powerful books ever written on personal success, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This chapter holds the key to transforming your ideas into reality by harnessing one of the most dynamic forces within us, our imagination. But it's not just about creativity. It's about developing the mindset and tools to turn dreams into tangible success. Let's dive in together, and by the end of this talk, you'll have a clearer vision of how to unlock your imagination and use it as a tool for greatness. The power of imagination, the workshop of the mind. Hill begins Chapter 6 by emphasizing that imagination is the workshop of the mind. It's where all plans, dreams, and ideas take shape. There are two types of imagination that he talks about. The first is synthetic imagination. Now, this is where you rearrange existing concepts, ideas, and experiences into something new. It's not about inventing something from scratch, but creatively combining what already exists to form fresh solutions. Now, think about the entrepreneur who combines different services or products to meet a unique need. Synthetic imagination allows us to innovate without reinventing the wheel. And the second is creative imagination. Now, this type of imagination taps into a deeper, more subconscious level. It's where entirely new ideas are born, often coming as flashes of inspiration. When we allow ourselves to be open, we tap into a universal intelligence, what some call the collective unconscious or divine inspiration. This is where breakthroughs happen. And Hill reminds us that all great fortunes start with an idea, and it's through our imagination that these ideas begin to take shape. The good news is anyone can develop and strengthen their own imagination. Now, using imagination to build your dreams. The chapter emphasizes the importance of using imagination to create definite plans. Wishing for success isn't enough. It's about translating those wishes into actionable plans. Your imagination is the tool that allows you to take your desires and build the roadmap to achieving them. Here's how Hill advises that we do that. Clarify your desires. Be specific about what you want. The clearer the image in your mind, the more likely you are to achieve it. Visualize the steps. Use your imagination to mentally rehearse the process of achieving your goals. Now, picture the challenges, solutions, and the victory that comes at the end. And innovate. Don't be afraid to approach old problems with fresh ideas. Use your synthetic imagination to see what has worked for others, and use that as a foundation to innovate. The role of persistence and faith. Another key element in Chapter 6 is the persistence required to make our imaginative ideas a reality. Hill emphasizes that while imagination is essential, it must be backed by faith and action. It's one thing to have brilliant ideas, but it's another to take consistent steps towards bringing them to life. Faith in your abilities and unwavering persistence are critical companions to imagination. Now, think about those who have already succeeded against all odds. They weren't necessarily the most talented or the most fortunate, but they were the ones who kept going when others gave up. They used their imagination to find new ways to overcome obstacles. Turning imagination into organized plans. Hill stresses that the most successful people don't just imagine success. They also take time to create organized plans to achieve their goals. Here's a simple formula to get you started. Number 1, set a clear goal. Know exactly what you want to achieve. Step 2. Develop a step-by-step plan. Break down the goal into smaller, more manageable tasks. Step 3. Take action immediately. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. And number 4, adapt. As you move forward, use both your synthetic and creative imagination to adjust and improve your plans. Imagination and the subconscious mind. Now, one of the most powerful ideas in this chapter is the connection between imagination and the subconscious mind. Hill argues that the subconscious is constantly at work, whether we're aware of it or not. By feeding it positive, success-oriented thoughts through imagination, you are training your mind to seek out opportunities and solutions that align with your goals. Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Your imagination is not a tool to be taken lightly. It's your personal workshop where the life you desire is built one idea, one plan, and one action at a time. But here's the key. You have to use it. It's not enough to wish for success. It's not enough to dream. You must cultivate the habit of using your imagination to develop clear, actionable plans, and then act on them with persistence and faith. Remember, every successful person you admire began with a simple thought, nurtured it in the workshop of their imagination, and then garnered the success they were seeking. You have the same tool at your disposal. So, what will you build today? You know, the possibilities are endless, but they are waiting for you to take the first step. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll discuss Chapter 7.